Welcome to the Indian Cultural Forum. I have with me today scientist Dr. Satyajit Rath. Satyajit, I'm hoping that we can talk today about science, scientific temper, and the allegedly vexed relationship between science and culture. So let's begin with this phrase, scientific temper, which we use in India, which Nehru used in 1946 in the discovery of India, and then later in 1976 became a part of our constitution through an amendment. Tell me what scientific temper means to you. How does it play out in real life?
It's an interesting phrase, not least because it confuses and conflates the many meanings of the word temper. But if you think about how communities everywhere have lived throughout our history, and I dare say prehistory, across the world, communities tend to look at the world around them and respond to the world in ways that allow them to say, if we do this, then such and such will happen that will be good.
Yes, of course.
Be it crops, be it migration, be it bringing up children, be it all sorts of everyday mundane realities of life. Implicit in this idea, if you think about it, is the concept that we look at the world and try to determine how it works, at least to the extent that we can tentatively, uncertainly, quite frequently wrongly, predict some outcome of meaning and relevance to our lives.
Let me interrupt there and sort of decode it in what would make sense to us cultural practitioners. That you can't help but look at the world around you, whether it's the physical world, the fact that the moon waxes and wanes, that day and night follow each other, to say nothing of how the living world behaves, whether it's plant life or animal life or human beings. So in a sense, looking at designs, at patterns, and looking for cause and looking for explanation, would that be too simplistic?
Not at all. In fact, I would argue, simply extending what you said, looking however tentatively, however uncertainly, for cause and consequence. Really, in an inclusive sense, I would argue that a characteristic of us as a cultural species is the intrinsic scientific temper that we have always practiced as a community. What we have also done, inevitably, is when certain things became either by observation or by elite diktat and fiat unquestionable, we took them out of the purview of this mundane, everyday questioning of the world around us. And as we did that, we created, as though we created a sector of human life as though it is walled off, to which we now refer to as scientific temper. So let me make the argument frankly political, that scientific temper is what elite politics denies in our humanness.